Welcome back to Kirkland, Washington, site of the Junior League Softball World Series, where we're about to enter our third day of pool play. Team from the Southeast taking on Puerto Rico. It's North Carolina against Latin America, and we are set to go. Both of these teams are undefeated, so one of them will have their first loss. The other one will stay undefeated. The top four teams advance into bracket play after tomorrow. I'm Sam Gore along with Kenzie Fowler. And this is a great way to start the day, Kenzie. Undefeated teams.
Yeah, we've got a triple header in front of us, so let's get this softball rolling. But yeah, looking at both of these teams, they have scored in bunches, and so it's going to be, in my anticipation, a very offensive game just because of the numbers that we've seen.
That's one of our umpires, John Ignacio. He's the crew chief today. He'll be at first base. He's also a singer. Sings the national anthem sometimes. Umpires got to get loose too, you know.
Yeah, John did sing the national anthem. I think it was our first day, our opening day.
Yeah, did. That's Massimo Franceschi, who's from Bologna, Italy. Paul Brand at second. David Bice at third, and North Carolina will be coming to bat. They are the visiting team, and Ryland Rydog Langley will be the first batter as we get a look at their continuous batting order.
Well, look, this lineup on opening day, they scored 23 runs, and then how did they follow that up yesterday? 18 runs. And so this is a team that knows how to swing it, and Puerto Rico, we'll talk about what they've done offensively as well, but to me, it's going to be which team can shut down this offense in the circle, because these teams have been swinging it big.
And there is the pitcher for Latin America for Puerto Rico, Pau Rodriguez Alvarado.
She's only pitched just over an inning in the last two games here in the World Series to start this week, so hasn't been used a ton. We've seen a couple of different arms from Puerto Rico, but day three, you've got to continue to get majority of your bullpen some work. Still a lot of ball, a lot of World Series left in this week.
Yeah, they've used 6 total pitchers so far in the first couple of days, so everybody's fresh. And we start to see teams refining their lineups a little bit in terms of they reduce the number of pitchers from here on out, which get close to bracket play. They've been pacing people first few days. But this is a chance to go to 3-0 in pool play. So big game for both teams. Ryland Rydog Langley will be the first batter of the game. The lefty, 5'3", 13-year-old from Kannapolis, North Carolina. This team from North Carolina is located just outside of Charlotte, the Mallard Creek Little League, and catcher needed some attention just before we got started. There we go.
Gotta have the signals.
Yeah.
Very important detail.
This North Carolina team last year, most of them competed in the Little League level and were state champions, but they did not win the Southeast region, so they all came back this year and were able to win the Southeast region in Junior League. First pitch fouled off. 7-inning game in front of us. Foul balls here for Langley.
Aggressive early, ready to go.
It's always fun to be the first team out. Fresh field. There's look at Kyle Turner. You'll see his daughter Kylie is the team's catcher. Kyle's 42-year-old professional land surveyor. So far out, Ayala's setting up.
Oh, that was way out there.
That's where she was calling for it, too.
That's a definition of a chase pitch.
1-2. Three foul balls in the first at bat. as low 2-2. It's a
see.
long first at bat.
Yeah, that pitch, Textor Ayala, Puerto Rico's catcher, she wanted that one inside. The last couple of pitches have been away. And Langley has fouled everything off except for that last pitch.
And Rodriguez Alvarado, very deliberate in the circle. That is crushed to deep right field. Home run on the opening batter of the game. Rylan Rydog Langley goes deep, and it's 1-0.
This is how you set the tone. Lead off for North Carolina. This is a long at bat. She was fouling off so many pitches until she got the one that she wanted, and she was all over it. Look at this swing, just so pretty, so much power. She has had a great World Series so far. That's her 4th RBI of the tournament. And this is how you get your team fired up. Look at her leaping into home plate.
So a quick 1-0 after one batter. Tiziana Guzman up to bat now. Guzman also has power, goes after that first pitch, strike one. She is excellent in the field at third base for this North Carolina team. Tiziana. Friends call her Tizzy. Got to meet her dad and brother hanging around. I saw them again today. Fun to get to know all these families here from around the world.
And for them to get to know each other. Last night they had the girls' night out, right, where it's kind of about everyone getting together and getting off of the field, taking off the uniforms, and just kind of getting to know each other on a different level, a personal level.
Yeah, that's one of the things all these players agree on. Is one of their favorite things about this event is getting to meet players from the other teams and hang out. And they do a great job with activities for them. Everybody will be going to a Seattle Mariners game after the championship Saturday. 2-2. That is popped up to first base. And the catch by Cami Delgado Cora for the first out. Addison Louder coming up to bat for North Carolina. We will see her in the circle as well, one of the most dominant players in this World Series.
I'm excited to see her in the circle, be the starting pitcher for North Carolina.
Louder also with home run power. You have to be careful where you pitch her. Her favorite movie, Mighty Ducks. One day she wants to play in the AUSL. That's her big goal for her life. She's a Montana Fouts fan. Smashes that out into left field. And nice catch by Arroyo.
Montana Fouts, she had a phenomenal game last night for Team USA, winning the International Cup over Team Japan. She had a perfect game going into the 7th inning.
Yeah.
Against Japan, who was at the time, I mean, now USA will take that #1 ranking, but Japan was the #1 ranked team in the world.
See Montana's name popping up on a lot of questionnaires. Lindsay Murillo, the batter.
How did she get out of the way of that? I feel like that hit her, but somehow she got her foot out of there.
Good dodgeball player.
Yeah.
Two 2-0, North Carolina already on the board with a home run. Leadoff batter Rylan Langley clearing the right field fence. Kyle Turner, his daughter Kylie, will be catching when we see them on defense. Taking this group to this Junior League World Series. Last year they won the state championship. That is hit to left field as well. And another catch by Arroyo. So the North Carolina Bats are getting the ball to the outfield. One of them went over the fence.
How about a start? The leadoff for North Carolina, Rylan Langley, the lefty. See the pull power. Her team is up 1-0. What a swing.
Addison Dozer Louder in the circle for the Southeast team. We saw her pitch on the opening day. We had them in the opening game, and they only allowed her to pitch a couple of innings, but she has just been dominant.
Yeah, it's been light work for Louder in the circle. She's thrown 5 innings, 0 runs, 1 hit, 11 strikeouts. So this is a power pitcher, one of the best in this World Series. And this is her 3rd straight start. So putting your best foot forward, it's why North Carolina is 2-0 going into this game.
And here's a look at Latin America's continuous batting order. They send 13 batters to the plate. And again, both these teams have won their opening 2 games in pool play. Play everybody in your pool once, 5 teams in each pool. So both of them have a game after this in pool play. One of these teams will go to 3-0 and pretty much lock up a spot in bracket play. Championship here is Saturday. Last year it was the Southwest winning the World Series title, a team from Texas. Dana Arroyo will be the first bat for Puerto Rico. Arroyo supposedly has the best personality on this team. That's what her teammates said. And she takes a strike. Well, you know Louder's going to throw strikes. But can you hit her? Oh, and 2.
She's been pitching with some serious confidence, and the way that her offense has provided some runs, we've already seen 1 big swing in this game. That is always going to help you as a pitcher. Just feed that confidence.
That is hit out to center field, and backing up, making the catch is Kirby. Good job by Kirby. She had to backtrack to make that catch.
That was a textbook drop step. Gonna go a long way to run this thing down. This was not routine, and it's right at you. As a center fielder, sometimes those are the toughest balls to read because you're not sure. You can't really see it. You're not off to the side. It's right at you, but the rule of thumb is always drop step first, and then you can go in. That was so well done.
Shire Texadora Ayala, the batter. Little inside for ball 1. One of her hobbies is working out. So, you know, she's fit. She crowds the plate, too. That was inside. No strike called by Massimo Franceschi, our home plate umpire. Feet right on that line. What do you like about Louder? Kenzie? I'm curious.
Just location, and it starts with the velocity. So you got to throw hard, right? If you can combine that velocity with your location, that's going to take you far. And she's just all business.
And keep in mind, Louder was pitching in Little League last year, so she's actually young for this level. First time she's fallen behind in a count. 3-1. Comes right back with the strike. That was a big cut, though, by Ayala.
I love it. 3-1 count. Let it rip, right? This is a hitter's count. This is your time to get your swing off just a little bit underneath it. See the frustration with herself.
I thought the helmet was going to come off. Full count. And she will take her base. So Louder walking Ayala. So Puerto Rico with a runner on, and they are fast on the base path. A good base running team. Centeno Garcia up now. She had a couple of home runs in the Latin America Championship game. Turner trying to keep Ayala honest.
Yeah, this is a hitter that has my attention. She has been swinging it here at the World Series. I just feel like her at-bats have been really good. She's in that 3 spot for a reason.
That is getting foul and just out of play into the bleachers. Good pursuit by Turner and Murillo.
Puerto Rico, they had a hit and run on there. Texador Ayala, she was on the move.
I like her batting helmet. She's got the cool batting helmet. You can't really see it, but she has the Michael Jordan jump man on the back of it. Little lightning bolt there on the front. All about greatness. And she crushes that out into center field. Backing up is Kirby, and Kirby makes another catch, but the Puerto Rico bats are driving it deep. Straight center field. Good job, Braylene Kirby. Brianna Sanchez Marquez, the batter. Her mother was a member of Puerto Rico's World Championship team in 2001. Actually won that title here in Oregon, or over in Oregon. We're in Washington. What am I saying?
I would say I get them confused as well, but I feel like that might insult some people.
Maybe mad at us. Well, check swing into left field, and it is caught by Langley. So Puerto Rico leaves one on, and North Carolina up 1-0 after the first inning. Everybody having a good time here in Kirkland. The Southeast team starts with the parents. They are fired up. I actually got a little video of them dancing before the game. They were ready. So
yeah, she doesn't need any morning coffee.
no.
I like the pom-pom in the hair.
Well, they are in a good mood because the weather here compared to Charlotte, North Carolina right now, it is just wonderful for people that live in the southern part of the U.S. to come out here this time of year and feel this nice warm air, the lack of humidity. And North Carolina coming up to bat, specifically Sawyer Buff, one of my favorite names in this event. And that's just a cool name, Sawyer Buff.
Yeah, we should have an all-name team.
She lays down the bunt.
Safe.
Good speed by Sawyer Buff. As Rodriguez Alvarado got the throw down there and popped out of the glove.
I think she beats this even with the ball coming out of the glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be a hit.
Yeah. So Buff is on. Lindley Knutson up to bat now. Knutson, they can also go to in the circle. She had a 12 strikeout game coming into this Junior League World Series. Buff trying to draw a throw down there from Ayala. Knutson. Her grandfather also played in the Little League regional tournament.
I love the lineage talked about on both sides where there's family members that have either played in the Little League World Series or just played for the same Little League community. I think that's just really special.
Popped over out of play down the left field line. Now, Little League is community based, so we're seeing who's the best community in the world. This team from the Southeast is represented. North Carolina is the state. The Little League is Mallard Creek Little League. Just outside of Charlotte. Speaking of Mallard, there's their official mascot in the dugout. Brings them good luck. It's actually named Creek. They put him in that dugout before every game. A nice pitch.
Texador Ayala, she was holding on to that thing. It's a great pickup, getting your pitcher a strikeout.
First strikeout of the game for Pal Rodriguez Alvarado. One out, still a runner on first. Ava, the vacuum Steffman, up to bat. The second baseman for this team. Buff is the base runner at first, and she is just itching to get down to second. She's been getting a big lead after these pitches. Throw down.
Yeah, you get that leadoff runner on base, and you've got to find a way to get her around, get her into scoring position. But Texador Ayala, she's one of the best backstops, in my opinion, in this World Series. I've been very impressed with what I've seen with her.
1-0, 1 out.
Yeah, she's ready.
Yeah, that was good. Good stop. Ball was in the dirt. Steffman's had a fantastic World Series so far. 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 RBIs. She scored 3 runs. And that is poked out into right center field. It'll get down. We're going to send Buff into third, and she is safe. Good base running by Sawyer Buff, who was able to get around that tag.
Oh, that was just good, solid softball all the way around. So nice piece of hitting from Steffman. She continues a hot bat. And we talked about how Buff was at first base just waiting to run. This is a close play at third base. That was a cannon of an arm from Figueroa Ramos out in center field. The throw was on the money. I'm curious if we're going to have a challenge from Puerto Rico.
Contemplating challenging that out call at third base. And the Puerto Rican coaching staff talking to John Ignacio, our crew chief.
You could just kind of see the movements from the Puerto Rico coaching staff. They were like, she laid down the tag. We want to check it.
You get 2 incorrect challenges for the regulation 7 innings.
Live,
So-
I think this was a good challenge. It was a close play.
So Sawyer Buff's the runner. She was called safe.
Oh, such a good throw. Oh, right in there. I think the call will stand just from that look right there.
Watch her hand. That right hand.
That look, you
Left
can't
hand.
see it. It's too hard for me to see it on that angle. Ooh, another good angle here. Good job, crew. Oh, I think she's in there by
Yeah.
an inch.
I do too.
Still a good challenge.
Third base umpire David Bice right on top of it.
Yeah. What a slide. You can see how far her body is, a little hook slide. That's exactly how you want to teach it when you're young. You're learning how to slide. If you can, if you're at home and you're a youngster in your early days of softball, it's always preferable to tuck that left leg so that way you can hook slide because you're always running left, right? So if you're tucking your right leg, that slide would have been impossible for Buff to make. She would have been going the other way.
So the call on the field is safe, and there has to be clear evidence to overturn it. Umpires have called it in.
It's a good tag from Martinez Rodriguez. If I'm going to be just a little critical, I would have loved to see her glove maybe go more to the base rather than a reach for Buff. Because the runner is always coming to you, right? And sometimes as a fielder, if you reach just a couple of inches too much out, you're going to allow Buff to have some space to get her hand underneath you. And that was the difference.
So in that case, where should her hand have been, the glove?
Right to the base. You want to anchor your feet to the base because that's the only chance that you're going to have to get it out. Hope that the throw is going to be on line. It was. But right here is where she goes out too far. She needs to go down to the base almost right where her foot is because that's where Buff is going to be sliding into. You know, video replay has completely changed the game. I remember when we were younger, it was so much about how you sold your call.
Yeah.
And you would just go down and sell it. Well, now, you know, the film doesn't lie, so you better get that tag down.
We've got the decision, and the original call will stand. So Sawyer Buff with an excellent slide is safe at third. So North Carolina now has runners at second and third with 1 out. And Everly Junker, the batter. Junker had a perfect batting average in their state tournament. She is a tough out. Pal Rodriguez Alvarado in some adversity here. And that's a good way to deal with it, just throw strikes. North Carolina trying to build on that 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Junker 2 for 4 this week. but always a threat to get on base. And she pokes that into right field. Right fielder lets it drop. A run will score. North Carolina holds the runner at third. So North Carolina leads 2-0 off the RBI single from Everly Yunker.
Just really solid swings here from North Carolina. They're showing us why they have put up really big offensive numbers in their 2 games here at the World Series.
Braylon Kirby up to bat now. She's had a couple of big catches out in center field. And Puerto Rico was up in the bottom of the first. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Kirby, future animator. She likes to draw and work on animation projects. Inside, runners going to second. Got her. But a run scored for North Carolina as the runner from third base, Steffman, came sprinting home when that throw went to second. So an 0-2 count to Kirby, and North Carolina up 3-0. Some smart base running from North Carolina. Two and two to Kirby, 3 for 4 this week. It's North Carolina batting with some big numbers individually. Rodriguez Alvarado takes a lot of time in between those pitches. That's going to be trouble. It gets down, and a single for Kirby. 3 straight hits for North Carolina.
Well, and for Puerto Rico defensively, those last 2 hits, I don't know, just catchable in my opinion. The one in right field definitely was just a misread, and so it falls in front of Santiago, and then that ball between left field, shortstop, third base, someone's got to lay out, see if you can run that thing down.
Abby Black up to bat now. North Carolina with the runner on first, 2 outs. North Carolina up 3-0. Black is 15 years old. She's already played on 4 state championship teams in Little League. Black actually played against Addison Lauder in the regular season this year. Is the only player on her team to get a hit off Lauder. That's the other neat thing about Little League is how many of these players play against each other in the regular season. And then when the all-star teams are selected, they become teammates. Runner going to second, and scooting down there easily is Kirby. So Kirby, the base runner, is at second in scoring position, and now a 2-2 count to Abby Black.
Well, we've seen Kirby run down some balls in center field, so we know she's got some serious speed and scoring position now at second base.
That is laced into deep left field. It will score the runner, Kirby, and Black makes it all the way to second, 4-0 North Carolina.
She's flexing on him. How about this inning for North Carolina? 5 hits, 2 outs. They just keep going. Inside pitch, clears her hands so well. And you can see where Arroyo was playing in left field, pretty shallow. So having to run this thing down, I'm not saying she's going to catch that, but because of where she started, has to chase this thing all the way to the fence.
Going to have a visit to the circle for Puerto Rico. Joan Vega Bermudez, the coach for Puerto Rico. He's a physical education teacher in Puerto Rico. Let's look at North Carolina's Kyle Turner talking to his team. Coach Bermudez, interesting, he's also an Olympic wrestling club coach. Coaches softball and wrestling. He's an international Olympic wrestling referee as well.
Just kind of tell that was a good positive timeout. There was a lot of high fives and deep breaths. A little tap on the back, like, hey, you got it. You've got 2 outs.
2 outs, runner in scoring position for North Carolina. Kylie Jet Turner coming up to bat for the team from the Southeast. She's the catcher, daughter of the manager Kyle Turner, and a big Reese Atwood fan.
And if you're Puerto Rico, you've got to kind of stay up, right? They know that they can swing it as well. We've seen it the last 2 days here in Kirkland. This is also a very good offensive team with a lot of big bats. Just want to try and limit the lead to where it is.
Turner fouls that off.
To me, the key in the World Series is no big innings. You can give up runs. It's fine. We're going to see some high-scoring affairs. We've already seen a couple of really big high-scoring games. But as long as you don't have a big inning where you're getting a crooked number against you defensively, you can hang in there. You can be in any ball game.
That is hit right at the left fielder. Arroyo did a good job to get a nice jump. And that will end North Carolina's at bat, but not before they score 3 extra runs. So as we head to the bottom of the second, it's 4-0 North Carolina. North Carolina has scored in both of their at-bats, and now Puerto Rico about to come to bat in the bottom of the second. Well, you want to see some girls with game? You're seeing it right here, actually. But tune into an exciting summer of softball. Visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. Downtown Kirkland. And back out here in Everest Park, Southeast parents and siblings, grandparents fired up that their team has the early lead. They haven't seen their team lose yet. Both these teams, in fact, 2-0. So Yadi Figueroa Ramos coming up to bat for Puerto Rico here in the bottom of the second.
Well, you know that both of these ball clubs, and it extends to the parents in the stands as well, but everyone knew that this was a big game coming into this one, right? Everyone's looking at the scores after every single day and going, oh, that team is also 2-0.
Yeah, good way to start the day. That is hit to right field and retreating back. Nice catch. That ball just hung in the air and saw your buff, made it look easy.
The outfield for North Carolina has been working.
Yeah.
Every out has been a big fly ball out. We've seen a couple to Kirby in center field. We saw a good catch in left field, and now some action out and right.
Saw your buff with the cool shades on. Martinez Rodriguez up to bat. Grew up watching her dad coach Little League, and her older brother was in the 2018 Intermediate Tournament and also played in the Junior League Baseball World Series. Puerto Rico's only gotten one base runner on. That was a walk. Still looking for their first hit. Louder's not cooperating. 2-1.
I'd like to see her pull the string. That's the first changeup I've seen from Addie in the circle. Love a 2-0 changeup. Sneak one in. Get a hitter in swing mode. And just makes your next pitch look that much faster. Slow it down to speed it up, and you could see how late it's the decision, right, from Martinez Rodriguez. She's having to protect both because the changeup's in her head. That's how you do it right there.
First strikeout of the day for Louder. Second out of the inning.
Well, she came back from a 2-0 count with confidence. It started with the changeup, you get the big swing, and then just back-to-back velocity. Here it is. Go catch it.
Nani Rosa O'Neill up to bat. A big happy birthday to her. Today is her birthday. Takes that up high. Wonder if she can get a home run on her birthday. He's after that pitch. 1-1.
I mean, what better place to celebrate your birthday than with your best friends? You're on the trip of a lifetime, right? The World Series. Doing what you love.
She's 14 today. She got a home run yesterday. So it was an early birthday present for her. Here it is.
Hey, you're just celebrating all week at this point.
It was on the other field.
Yeah, a lot of pull power. You see the excitement.
And she goes down swinging. Addie Dozer Louder bulldozing the last two Puerto Rico batters. And North Carolina will come back up to bat with a 4-0 lead after 2. North Carolina coming to bat, top of the third, with a 4-0 lead against a team from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, also the Latin American champion last year as well. This year's edition from Guayama, Puerto Rico, which is down in the southern coastal valley region of Puerto Rico. And Eli Lilly Pfizer, a big presence there.
I remember when I was younger, I got to play in Puerto Rico with the junior national team, Team USA, and it was one of my favorite softball memories. I have some pictures of me and my teammates and our time in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is such a sporting country. They love their sports there. A rich history in baseball, softball, volleyball.
I also remember that was the first time I flew by myself. So it was like my first really big girl trip. Going from Arizona to Florida to Puerto Rico.
A lot of these players made their first flights coming to Kirkland.
You don't forget it, right? You're leaving the country and it's a big flight.
Dania Monroe, the slapper in this North Carolina team. She is their 12th batter in the continuous batting order. Off the field, wants to be a pilot one day because she likes to travel so much. Seen her get some hits already this week. Two and one to Monroe. North Carolina got 5 hits in their last at bat and scored 3 runs. Strike 2. And that is hacked foul, rolled right into the Puerto Rico dugout.
Yeah, kind of unique dugouts here at our field here in Kirkland. They're underground a little bit.
They're very close to the baselines here as well. You don't have a lot of room in foul territory.
It's kind of a cool view, though.
Yeah,
Reminds
it
me
is
of,
a cool view.
Yeah, reminds me of college. A lot of college dugouts are like that.
And there's the strikeout, second strikeout for Rodriguez Alvarado. So 1 down.
Well, this is such a key strikeout to start off this third inning for Rodriguez in the circle, because who's behind Monroe? Well, our home run hitter, Rylan Langley. And so to pitch to her with nobody on base versus pitching to her with an extra batter on base that could come around to score, as a pitcher, you're like, yes, it's exactly the situation that I want.
Langley started the game out, first batter of the game with a home run. Langley plays basketball, volleyball. And that's up high. They're pitching Langley very carefully right now. Rodriguez Alvarado takes a lot of time in between pitches. She is very deliberate. That is hit out into center field, but she hit it right to Figueroa Ramos. 2 outs.
She didn't even have to move.
No.
Right to her.
Basically no wind right now. Not going to get any help from the wind. Tiziana Guzman up to bat. Guzman one day wants to be a neurologist. Great life goal. She says she won the lottery, she'd pay her parents back for all the money they've invested in her softball career. That's pretty awesome.
I was thinking about making a joke about how much it costs nowadays with all the equipment and the travel. I'm like, it might be the lottery numbers.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
If she had any left over, she said she'd buy a Bronco.
All right. Bronco might be cheaper than playing softball for 10+ years.
Guzman hits that into left field. And that is caught, so that is the first 3 up, 3 down for North Carolina. First time they've come to bat without scoring a run. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Puerto Rico will be up to bat, trailing 4-0. Well, the Junior League World Series teams last Saturday all converged to have the Challenger game, where they work with local handicapped children and help teach them the game of softball. These players have so much fun interacting with the kids and getting to teach them the game they love so much and encourage them. This is always one of the most fun events for these players. And it's before everything really gets started here. That was last Saturday. And now we're in the heat of competition here on this Tuesday morning. Addison Louder stays in the circle for North Carolina. Louder has not given up a run yet. She hasn't given up a hit either. The only base runner Puerto Rico's had is a walk to the second batter of the game. So Diana Roca Ortiz up to bat. And takes a strike. Ortiz, future pharmacist. Remember, the pharmacy industry is big in their community. That's what she wants to do one day. Already speaks, obviously, Spanish and English fluently. Strike 2. Now they're here in the 3rd innings. Pretty much been untouchable so far. That'll get out of play. Guzman wanted to catch it.
Louder, she's had 2 strikeouts, and Puerto Rico, they've just been under all of her stuff. When they have put a barrel to a ball, it's been a lot of balls in the air. only seen a couple of change-ups from Addie. She hasn't really needed it a whole lot.
Another souvenir fouled off. Kylie Turner behind the plate for the Southeast team from North Carolina.
I like the glitter. Cute.
Yeah. And Louder with her second straight strikeout.
Third K on the day. And just how I was talking about that changeup, there it is. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to show that change of speeds, especially in a 2-strike count. You know the hitter's going to be opening up their zone a little bit. Just load it down perfectly.
Cami Delgado Cora takes a strike. Favorite movie, Aquaman. One day she wants to be a veterinarian. Can't believe she's not a marine biologist. A lot of future marine biologists on the rosters. Louder. That is hit sharply over to Guzman. It's fair, and the throw is off the mark. So that'll just be the second base runner of the game for Puerto Rico.
I think everyone on both sides thought that this was foul.
Yeah.
Bounced on the ground. I didn't really see a call either.
I saw him signal fair.
Okay. I definitely think North Carolina wants to chat about it.
She cut the ball off. Umpire's gonna have a little private chat about it. So obviously Massimo Franceschi, the home plate umpire, he would have had a good look at that, along with the third base umpire David Weiss, who ruled the ball fair.
Live, I thought foul for sure. Like, I was kind of surprised that Guzman was just able to get there, to be honest.
Guzman has got tremendous reach.
This can go to replay. They can review a fair ball and challenge it if they need to.
And it looks like they are going to review it.
Just that look to me looks foul.
It was going foul, yeah.
It's just so tough when you don't have a camera that is set exactly down the line so you can tell because everything's to an angle. That angle right there to me looks foul.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Guzman, if she just would have nailed her throw, would have been an easy out because the batter runner, Roque Ortiz, she was thinking it was foul as well. So you can see her feet. She stops running and then goes, oh, they're going to rule this fair. I better go.
Then Puerto Rico would have challenged it. So. I think we would have ended up in the same place.
I'm not sure exactly.
It's a great play. I loved seeing Guzman
on
get
Little
over there
League, but I don't know if you can reverse. If you can have a foul ball where it's a dead ball and reverse it and rule it fair. I think it's one of those things that's a good rule. It's a little dangerous to have a dead ball and then everyone stops and then you want to go back and review it. Well, how do you do that? So if it's close, I'm always in favor of our umpires ruling it fair. You can always go back and check.
So Tiziana Guzman waiting for the decision. Her teammates trying to stay loose. It's a great play. She's got long reach. Very athletic grab.
I'm not sure what's going on in center field, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, the gloves on the head. So our second review of the game.
I'm also curious, was this a North Carolina challenge or was this an umpire challenge?
I think the umpires decided to challenge it.
We'll get some clarification, but the
So
communication
you think
was
it's North Carolina.
I don't know. Maybe.
Puerto Rico lost a challenge earlier.
Yeah, we'll get some
We'll have to
clarification.
find out who it was, because they had the conference and then they went to the challenge. The call will stand, so they have ruled it a fair ball. Base runner will stay at first. Now that's big for Puerto Rico because they've had so much trouble just getting base runners on against Louder.
Well, that's the first hit that Louder has given up. And she had only given up one hit in 5 innings going into this ball game.
Heavenly Santiago Suarez up to bat now. She had a big game-winning triple in the Latin American tournament. Won the game. And we're told that was a umpire-initiated review.
Also, that was an error on Guzman, so that's my bad. I got a little lost in that review. So the no-hitter is still in play for Audi. There on the throw. All right, lengthy delay. Here we go. Back to it.
Bottom of the third, 0-2 count with 1 out. Santiago Suarez. Louder working in the circle for North Carolina, one of the best pitchers in this World Series. And gets another strikeout. 4th strikeout of the game.
Well, she has had every reason to kind of fall into the lengthy delay of the trap. You know, as a pitcher, you sometimes feel like you're iced a little bit when there is that long of a delay and you're not sure if there's going to be a runner at first base or if you're going to continue the at-bat. Just love the fact that she comes right back to it.
Yoa Vega Ortiz up now for Puerto Rico. Big American Ninja Warrior fan. Must be a doctor one day. Two outs, North Carolina up 4-0.
There's that changeup. Love to see it. So now I'm expecting something up, maybe away. Go slow and low to high and hard. Love it.
Got her. Called 3rd strike. Louder strikes out 3 batters in that inning. And is the most dominant player in the game for the moment. So North Carolina up 4-0. They'll be coming to bat as we head into the 4th. Heading into the fourth inning now here in this pool play game between two undefeated teams, North Carolina and Puerto Rico. North Carolina up 4-0 coming to bat against Paul Rodriguez Alvarado. Some of the North Carolina families, they're representing the Southeast region champs this year. Puerto Rico side of the bleachers.
They're probably watching us, right? They're tuned in.
Probably.
Streaming. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they can do it here. I guess, yeah, they can do it in Puerto Rico too. It's U.S. territory, so they have access. This has also got to just feel great to them, the weather here.
I think the weather here just feels good to anyone.
Yeah.
It's like that type of weather. You're like, I need to be on the field somewhere. Give me a uniform.
Addison Louder, the dominant pitcher for North Carolina, up to bat now. Goes after the first pitch and crushes that into left center field. Makes the turn. She's going to try to sneak into second, and she does. Great awareness by Louder, who kept her eye on that left fielder, Arroyo, and turned that into a double.
First pitch, she's on time. Just laces this ball. You can see the location on the outer half, and that's just textbook. She hits it exactly where it's meant to be pitched. And this is why you take a big turn, especially when you hit that ball hard to the outfield. Take a big turn, see where it's at, and if you can sneak into two, do it.
Murillo up to bat now. Good stop by Ayala behind the plate. Murillo, same spot as Louder, left center field. Louder will score for North Carolina, and Murillo will get a double as well. So an RBI double for Murillo, and North Carolina extends its lead 5-0.
Second time through the lineup now for North Carolina, and Louder and Murillo both making adjustments. They flew out to left field in their first at-bat, so we're underneath some pitches from Rodriguez in the circle. Not the second time. Flattening their swings out, getting on top of some pitches. Just sweet, sweet swings.
Both of them going basically to the same spot.
Yeah.
Now the lefty Sawyer Buff up to bat for North Carolina, trying to keep this rally going. North Carolina scored a run in the first, 3 runs in the second. They did not score in the third, and now a run here. Murillo coming off of second base.
A little banged up.
Yeah, maybe when she slid in.
It's a very stereotypical softball injury. You slide and you just, your hand or your arm or something is on the dirt, and all of a sudden you look down and you're like, dang it, I'm bleeding. What the heck?
Squirted a little water on it.
Yeah.
Put the bandage on.
Little raspberry on the arm. Got to clean it first and then get that Band-Aid on there, and let's go.
Bringing in the pros now.
I feel like we need the Jeopardy music right now.
Maria going to try to head back out to second. Just had the double. Drove in louder for the 5th run of the game for North Carolina. Just getting the arm taped now.
All right, here we go.
So Maria will head back out as the base runner at second. Sawyer Buff, the batters, had to wait. Buff got a hit, scored a run. That was in the 2nd inning. North Carolina coming through the batting order for the 2nd time now.
Buff, she's got a couple of tools that she could go to. We saw her get on base with a single via the bunt. I've also seen her slap a couple of times here in the World Series. There's no pitch clock in Little League, but if there was, Rodriguez would be pushing it every single time.
That is going to be an infield hit and move Murillo over to third.
Just love the versatility that Sawyer Buff brings to this North Carolina offense. She sits in that 5 spot, and I feel like she kind of breaks it up a little bit because of her speed, and she's able to use her short game, spraying the ball all over the field, puts the pressure on the defense, and you always have to have hitters like that just to keep your lineup a little bit different.
Coach Bermuda is going to head out to the circle. And I think Pal Rodriguez Alvarado is finished pitching for now. They will bring in another pitcher. First change in the circle we've had. So it looks like they'll be bringing in Vega. So we'll step aside and come right back. North Carolina threatening to add to its lead. Yoharis Vega Ortiz in the circle now for Puerto Rico. I think this is her first appearance. And we're in our 3rd day. She'd be the 7th different pitcher they have put in the circle. And she will come into the game with her team down 5-0 and no outs here in the top of the 4th. A couple of base runners on as well for North Carolina, runners at 1st and 3rd. Had 3 straight hits by North Carolina to open this top of the 4th. And Lindley Knutson will be the next batter. So it looks like Yoharis Vega Ortiz, she has pitched. Just don't have her on her chart.
Yeah,
you found it.
Yeah, 2 innings yesterday, but to your point, it has been a lot of bullpen action for Puerto Rico. No complete games, a lot of shared games.
First pitch low. Knutson struck out earlier in the game, looking for her first hit to drive in a run. Base hit definitely gets that runner in at third base. Murillo is the base runner at third right now. Knutson thought about swinging, didn't pull the trigger, and she has a strike called against her. 2-1. First strike thrown by Vega Ortiz on the third pitch. Nice, 2-2.
You can feel the change of speeds from Rodriguez Alvarado to now Vega Ortiz, just really slowing it down. That's tough for whoever that first hitter is to get that timing. Relay that information to your team, like, hey, you got to start a lot later.
Count goes full to the first batter that Vega Ortiz has faced. It's Lindley Knutson. Knutson, also a volleyball player, basketball player, multi-sport athlete. And a strikeout. Good start for Yoharis Vega Ortiz in the circle. First out of the inning, and it's a strikeout.
And you can see how far out in front Knutson is. She's swinging, and that ball is just entering the danger zone, if you will. And so as a hitter, you've got to tell yourself, I'm going to be so late on this pitch. I want to try and hit it down the right field line. Because if you're anxious a little bit and you're getting after it early and that pitch still has not gotten into the hitting zone, well, you're going to miss it. You're going to be way out far in front.
See if Stefan makes the adjustment. Stefan had a good first at bat. Fouls that one off. Stefan part of that 3-run second inning.
And also get in the very front of the box. It's where Stefan is. She is toes to the very front of the box.
Waited on that pitch, and it is hit to second base. Good catch by Dion Roca Ortiz. 2 outs, and North Carolina still with 2 runners on. First 2 batters have had trouble hitting Vega Ortiz. Here's Everly Yunker. Yunker trying to drive another North Carolina run in. Yunker, future mechanical engineer, very analytical personality. That's a called second strike. First strike, sorry, second pitch.
Good job being patient. Those were the pitches that we saw Knutson get after. And so if you're making your decision later, you can lay off of that pitch.
3-1 the count. The walk would load the bases. Goes after that pitch, but hits it right to center field. Figueroa Ramos with a little casual catch. So North Carolina strands 2, but they pick up an extra run, and they lead 5-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Well, it has been a dominant performance by one of the best pitchers here at the Junior Little League World Series. And Addison Louder, she has been mowing them down. 5 strikeouts. She has had this game in control. Just 2 runners have been able to get to first base for Puerto Rico. It was a walk and it was an error. So you can do the math and you can read the numbers there. It has been flawless so far for Addie in the circle.
Louder staying in the circle. North Carolina trying to keep its perfect record alive here against another undefeated team in Puerto Rico.
Remember, Sam, we were calling a game yesterday for North Carolina where they put up 20-plus runs, and so every time that North Carolina scores a run, our friends out there in the outfield, they run a lap, a foul pole, if you will, with their flag, and because of how many times they were running back and forth, the flag ended up breaking. So good news, today is a new day. It looks like the flag has been fixed, ready to go. They've done 5 laps today for 5 runs.
Yeah, they haven't had to be as busy today.
No, Sunday was a little crazy. I think they were tired and passing the flag off. Like, all right, whose turn is it to run a lap?
Jet lagged. Louder struck out 5 of the last 6 batters. And now facing Scatini Gonzalez. Fouls that off. Scatini Gonzalez, favorite book is the Bible. She's a multi-sport athlete, plays basketball, soccer. "12 straight strikes by Louder." Here's the 0-2 pitch. Make it 13 in a row. And she continues to mow him down.
When she's at her best, she goes low and then bring in a changeup if she needs to. And then when you get 2 strikes, you really have to be careful because you're going to get something that's just nasty up in the zone. You saw the movement away from Gonzalez. She's feeling it.
She has struck out the last 3 batters, 6 of the last 7. Shows a little humanity with that pitch. Laughing it off. Pal Rodriguez Alvarado was the starting pitcher for Puerto Rico. She's the batter now. Known for how calm she stays when she plays.
Wanted that. See her turn to her coach in the dugout saying, it was a little off, I got it. Whew, love it.
Right back with the heat, strike 2. Rodriguez Alvarado is the last batter for Puerto Rico in their continuous batting order. They send 13 up to bat. Everybody on the roster bats in Junior League. Grounder over to Guzman. Guzman makes the throw and gets her. I think the infield was shocked to get a ball.
Now you can see the smiles from Guzman. You can smile after you get the out, a little bobble, but just do not give up on it. And the key is that she picks it up with her bare hand. If she goes to her glove, well, that play's over. That runner is standing at first base. You've got to go bare hand and get that throw off as quickly as you can.
Good throw as well. Arroyo takes a strike. Arroyo, the leadoff batter for this Puerto Rico team. Future astronomer or veterinarian. She's 15 years old now. Switch hits. Fouls that off for strike 2. That is fouled down the right field line. America's Puerto Rico team, they still don't have a base hit in this game. They've had 2 base runners on, a walk and an error.
See the big breath. Relocking in. This is a big count. 2-2 count. Top of the lineup.
Tough play. Good job by Murillo to keep the no-hitter alive. 3 up, 3 down. North Carolina coming back up to bat, up 5-0. Southeast fans have had a lot to celebrate so far as we're now going into the top of the 5th inning and their team up 5-0. Southeast team from the state of North Carolina, around the Charlotte area, Mallard Creek Little League. Horace Vega Ortiz stays in the circle for Puerto Rico. She did a good job coming on in relief. North Carolina had 2 on in that last inning, and she got 3 outs in a row.
Loving the little mini fatheads. It's a travel size fatheads, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get the full-size fathead on the plane.
Or maybe you have them made when you get here.
That's true, you could do that.
Braylon Kirby up to bat for North Carolina, trying to start a rally here in the top of the 5th in this 7-inning game.
Look, you can do a lot of things with the mini fathead. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a little shade. You can use it as a fan.
Two and one the count to Kirby. With a base hit in her first at bat. This is her second at bat. Future animator goes after that pitch, hits it through the infield for a base hit. So Kirby 2 for 2 today. And trying to get something started here for North Carolina in the top of the 5th.
Now coming to the plate for North Carolina, that's number 1.
Kirby, she's got some pull side power. Both of her singles have been to the left side of the field. And she's got a lot of speed at first base. We saw her run the bases, come around to score in the second.
Abby Black with a double and an RBI, her first at bat. Takes that for a strike. Abby said her grandfather was good friends with Roy Rogers. Big Caitlin Clark fan. In the dirt. Runner stays, though. They do not send Kirby down to second. Santiago Suarez is now behind the plate. She's replaced Ayala here in this inning.
See Santiago checking where that pitch missed. I was up here calling it a strike.
Massimo Franceschi, the home plate umpire. That is outside, 3-1. It's from Italy, part of our all-volunteer umpire crew from around the world. A little high, so the walk means North Carolina now has 2 on with no outs here in the top of the 5th. And Kylie Jet Turner coming up to bat. Turner hoping to drive in another run here. North Carolina with runners at first and second.
I don't know where that's missing. He's got a couple of pitches on the outer half from Vega.
It's lifted into right field, charging in, making the catch is Centennial Garcia. The runner tags to third. Great catch out in right field. And North Carolina advances the runner over to third, so now runners at first and third.
Laying out Centennial Garcia. Full extension, leaves her feet, and holds on to it. What a girl. Also good base running for North Carolina. Kirby, that was a great tag. Staying patient at second base, being productive on the base paths.
And now North Carolina slapper Dania Monroe up to bat, trying to get that runner in over at third with just 1 out. Two and 0 the count. North Carolina has a runner at first base. It's Abby Black.
I would put
base, Kirby.
I would put Black in motion. I would get her going. Especially with a short gamer at the plate. Monroe take away the force out at second. Put a little pressure on the Puerto Rico defense. I'd put her in motion right now.
There she goes. Strike 2 on Monroe, so now runners at second and third with 1 out. And Monroe goes down on strikes. So 2 outs, 2 on And we go to the top of the lineup to the strikeout.
Second strikeout for Vega Ortiz in relief. She came in last inning, the 4th. Trying to get out of this jam here with 2 outs.
Langley with the home run in the first at bat of the game. Back up to bat with 2 on. Called first strike.
The home run that Langley hit in that first inning feels like it was a while ago, but it was in this game in the first inning. It was an inside pitch that she got to so well, pulled it right field. And then her last at bat, she had a great swing. It was just an out to center field on a pitch away.
Let's go back to that home run. First batter of the game.
Yeah, let's watch it fly. Just see the pitch location. It's up, it's in, but her hands clear so well. And she has great bat speed. Strong athlete.
2-1 the count, 2 outs, 2 on.
Let's see where Puerto Rico, they want nothing to do with that inside part of the plate. Way away. First base is open.
Walk would load the bases.
Guzman on deck. She is 0 for 2.
Langley taking all the way, and she'll take her base.
Kind of feel that coming a little bit. Rule of thumb, don't let the best hitter beat you, especially with where the game is at, right? 5 runs. Puerto Rico, they have put up some big numbers offensively in the 5th inning. They are the home team. They have a couple more at-bats. You want to keep this lead right where it is.
Guzman up to bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Guzman hits that to center field. Nice play. Figueroa Ramos robs Guzman and takes the base runners off the bases. Huge defensive play to save runs. So it'll be Puerto Rico coming to bat.
Let's take a look one more time defensively. Figueroa Ramos, the bases are loaded. She's in center field and she lays it out. This is a game-changing catch.
North Carolina up 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Puerto Rico will be coming to bat. But a reminder that professional softball is returning to Greenville, North Carolina for the 2026 ASU Pro game presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, set to take place tomorrow, August 5th. Learn more at littleleague.org/athletesunlimited. Let's look at Guzman's dad.
Puerto Rico, that's their catcher, number 6.
Watching the action.
Wondering why his daughter just got robbed.
Yeah, that was a great hit.
Trying to see behind Mr. Guzman there and see what's for lunch.
Yeah, that's the lunch tent behind him.
Yeah. No one tell me. I want to be surprised.
I don't know if we're going to get to lunch. It might be dinner. This game is pretty slow.
Now we got to stick around for Addie. Just pitching a gem.
Yeah, Louder has not been hit today. Ayala, the batter. Ayala was an early base runner in this game, drew a walk. She hits that sharply to short. Junker there to make the play. Good D by Everly. Junker at shortstop.
Next up for Puerto Rico, that's
It's the first ball that she's got in today's game.
Centino.
Probably like, finally, give me some action.
Centeno Garcia up to bat, facing Louder, fouls that off. And Centeno Garcia, she does have power. Favorite athlete is Roberto Clemente, the person she'd most like to meet, Shohei Ohtani. Also plays competitive baseball and handball in addition to softball. Handball's a cool sport.
Handball, I'm always joking about if I were to play another sport and have the ability to maybe make the Olympics. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a softball player would be a great handball player.
It's such a great combination of a lot of sports. You're right. And that might be the first hit of the game, and it is. Centeno Garcia takes away the no-hitter, and Puerto Rico has the base runner on.
Yeah, and if it was going to be anyone in this Puerto Rico offense, this is the hitter that I'm looking at, Centeno Garcia. This is, in my opinion, the best bat in this lineup. There's just no holes in her swing. She has great hand-eye.
That is hit into left field. It is dropped, and Puerto Rico will hold the runner at second. So the first rally for Puerto Rico here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if it can turn into some runs.
Yeah, Puerto Rico has had to wait because of how dominant Addie Louder has been in the circle. They've had to wait for their second time through, and it is finally happening here in the 5th. Middle of the lineup here, getting their second look, getting their second swing. I thought Langley had this off the end of her glove, running it down. Nice piece of hitting there.
So Yadi Figueroa Ramos, first time any batter has been up for Puerto Rico and had 2 runners on. Now back out of play. Up until this inning, Louder had been untouchable. Figueroa Ramos, her teammates voted her most likely to go pro. That's a grounder to first. They'll put the tag on to get the out. Runners, though, advance to second and third.
That's as good as a sacrifice bunt right there.
2 outs. First chance Puerto Rico's had to score today. Martinez Rodriguez up to bat. Louder was able to strike her out when they faced each other back in the 2nd inning. Fouls that back. She laid down a game-winning bunt in their semifinal game in the tournament that led to this appearance. That is is hit right back to Louder. Took her glove off, but she makes the play.
Woo! Getting a high five there from Puerto Rico. Just respect, right? The ball is hit right back to her. She's got to stay with this. This ball smoked and it hits her glove, but no fear. Addie Lawyer, she's got it. Find the ball, doesn't even need her glove. Let me just make this throw to first base right here. Walk it off. Big time play. Love to see it.
North Carolina holding on to a 5-0 lead. We are headed now into the top of the 6th. The North Carolina Bats will be up. We'll try to build on this lead against Puerto Rico. Two teams that haven't lost to this point in pool play.
Moving and grooving. She's had the energy since before the game started.
Way before.
For Charlotte, that's their pitcher number 22, Addison Louder.
So Louder, who had that fantastic defensive play to end that last inning, now is going to come up to bat, try to get something started here for North Carolina. Waiting on the Puerto Rican players to break up their huddle in the circle. Now they finally do. Vega Ortiz remains the pitcher for Puerto Rico. Louder hits that to second, and Ortiz makes the play for a quick first out.
Now hitting for Charlotte, and playing first base, that's number 14, Lindsay Maria.
Good job at second base. Murillo up to bat now for North Carolina. Murillo had a big hit in her last at bat, a double. Takes that for a strike. Goes after that pitch inside, 0-2.
Ooh, that 70s show. That's older taste. I didn't know the kids nowadays knew that show, so that's great.
And her favorite movie's Holes. That's old one too.
Holes, a classic.
Mom and Dad have some influence over that.
Love it.
And Maria with another hit. This will be a single out to left field. And we'll see if that starts a rally for North Carolina. Maria 2 for 3 today.
That was a good pitch-to-pitch adjustment from Murillo in the 4-hole. You saw the pitch prior to this one. She was way out in front. It was off the end of the bat. But next pitch, squares up her timing. Strong athlete. Both of her singles have been to the left field.
Sawyer Buff has not gotten out today, 2 for 2. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Buff, little half swing, pops it right to the shortstop. Nani Rosa O'Neill, no trouble making that. And 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Knutson looking to get on base for the first time today. Knutson speaks Spanish, so she understands everything this Puerto Rico team is saying. Rips that foul.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to advertise that. You could use that as a little advantage. Let me go stand by this team huddle real quick. Let me tell you guys what they're saying.
I know what you're saying. It's another throwback show, Grey's Anatomy.
Is it? I guess, yeah. Started a long time ago. Does Grey's Anatomy, does it take place in Seattle? Anyone? Yes, it does? Okay, thank you. We are in Kirkland.
Yeah, basically Seattle. Two-one pitch to Buff, and Buff goes after it. Strike 2. 2 outs, runner on first for North Carolina. North Carolina up 5-0. Scored 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the fourth. We're now in the 6th of the 7-inning game. Full count, 2 outs. And pop fly out to center field, no problem. But Puerto Rico running out of time. It's the bottom of the 6th. They're down 5-0. Across the lake from Seattle. Little downtown Seattle skyline from the water's view. And here in Kirkland, Washington, we're playing the Junior League Softball World Series, where North Carolina, representing the Southeast, with a 5-0 lead over Puerto Rico, who was representing Latin America. Madison Louder staying in the circle for North Carolina. She's gone the whole way so far. And until the last inning, had a no-hitter. But still no runs scored. Still has the shutout going. And Nani Rosa O'Neill, birthday girl, will be the first batter to face Louder as we take a look at her numbers.
Yeah, just the 2 hits, and they both came in that last inning. And you look at the 6 strikeouts. She has been fun to watch. I just love the personality that she brings. She has a little swagger to her. You can tell she understands the game really well, high softball IQ.
Pop fly to center field. And nice play by Braylene Kirby. Quickly one out. Defense in this game has been outstanding. Roque Ortiz up to bat now for Puerto Rico. She was a strikeout victim to Louder in her first at bat. It's just the 2nd time through the batting order for Puerto Rico. Roque Ortiz is the 8th batter in the lineup.
It's got the camo arm sign. It's pretty cool.
Guzman picks it up, makes the throw, 2 outs.
Been working with great pace. Yes, the 6 strikeouts, but feeding her defense. Been a lot of fly ball outs, but every time that there's been a ball hit on the ground, I just feel like it's kind of been that weak contact.
So Kemi Delgado Cora coming up to try to start a rally here for Puerto Rico with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. After that first pitch up high, strike 1. I love Delgado, of course. She kind of shook her head like, yeah, I knew that was a ball.
That was right around the top of the strike zone.
Sit right at second base. It gets through. Tough play for the vacuum, Ava Steffman. That ball just dove. The last second got through her legs. Second time Delgado Cora has reached on an error, but Puerto Rico does have the runner on now. And Heavenly Santiago Suarez up to bat.
That's a good point. Delgado Cora, she was the subject of the very controversial fair foul ball. So she's got that, lucky dust kind of sprinkled all over her right now, getting on base a couple of times with a couple of errors.
From the lucky dust, Delgado Cora to Heavenly here. Santiago Suarez.
Yeah, she's a member of our all-name team that we will be assembling by the end of the week. I think Sawyer Buff, Jersey Bop, Heavenly, Santiago Suarez. These are all early favorites to be on the list.
I like Dozer Louder, too.
Yeah, her nickname.
Addison Dozer
Yeah.
Louder. Yeah, it's good nicknames. Maybe we'll do a different nickname team. Louder trying to get her team back up to bat for the final time. Taking a little extra time between these pitches now. Counts 2-1. Runner on first, 2 outs. Strike 2. Puerto Rico with just 2 more at-bats. And a called third strike. Now 1 more at-bat for Puerto Rico. But they'll have to get back up to bat because North Carolina will be trying to add runs to their 5-0 lead when we come back.
Addie Louder in the circle. Look, this is her ball game. Strikeout number 7. She is in control.
Now we're in the top of the 7th inning. And North Carolina, for the moment, has a 5-run lead against Puerto Rico. Both these teams came into this game 2-0 in pool play. You play everybody in your pool once. There are 5 teams in each pool. Top 4 teams will advance to bracket play in a couple of days. And Yoharis Vega Ortiz staying in the circle for Latin America. And she is going to face Ava Steffman. Steffman 1 for 2 today for this North Carolina team representing the Southeast region. This Puerto Rico tradition. They'll get together in the circle after time's called. Saunter back to their positions. Steffman going after that first pitch, fouls it back. Good stop. Santiago Suarez off the 1 hop.
I don't know how Steffman got out of the way. That ball was way in the batter's box.
It is popped up. Ortiz calls everybody off, makes the catch, 1 out. North Carolina scored a run in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the fourth for their 5 runs so far. And Junker is up to bat now.
And all of those runs were off of the Puerto Rico starter, Rodriguez Alvarado. Vega Ortiz, she came in on relief in the 4th inning, and she's been able to keep the bats relatively quiet. Yes, there's been a handful of singles, but no rallies. Been able to pitch her way out of jams, a couple of strikeouts, some weak contact along the way.
High and tight for the ball. And that is ripped through the infield out into left field. Junker with the base hit to try to get a little insurance for North Carolina as they're up 5-0 with just 1 out.
Really nice piece here from Junker, 2nd hit of the day. An RBI single in the 2nd.
Kirby up to bat now. She is 2 for 2 today. She has been so solid up there. A couple of base hits. Junker, the base runner at first for North Carolina. Kirby loves her sushi. It's a good place in the world to get sushi. Her dad Brad's an American Airlines gate agent in Charlotte. That's hit to short, and they don't make the play. That was an excellent opportunity to try to turn 2, and instead, suddenly North Carolina has runners at 1st and 2nd. Kirby reaches on the arrow. She's been on base all 3 at bats today.
Next up for North Carolina, that's number 1, Abby Black.
So Abby Black steps up with 1 out. She's got 2 runners on in front of her. Black had a double in her first at bat, drew a walk in her second. It's 3rd time through the order for North Carolina. North Carolina, the visiting team in this game, so no matter what happens here, Puerto Rico will get another at bat.
You can see Black on that swing, just really trying to stay in her legs, keep her hands back.
Black has a pretty elaborate routine before she gets in the box to hit. I'm enjoying watching her do the same thing every time. Hits that out into right field. The catch, one-handed grab made by Centennial Garcia. And that is 2 outs.
That's their catcher, number 13, Kylie Turner.
Kylie Turner up to bat. Trying to keep this rally going in the top of the 7th. Turner, one of the captains of this team. Another one out to right field. Catch is not made, and North Carolina will get a couple of insurance runs. Centennial Garcia couldn't keep it in her glove. And 2 North Carolina runs score. Junker and Kirby come across to build the lead to 7-0.
Well, even though Kylie Turner was 0 for going into that at bat, I thought her swings were really right there. She just had run into a couple of outs. So you want to stay locked in mentally and not really change anything, even though you don't have the hits to show for it. And so another good swing that she's putting on a pitch. Couple of runners on, and unfortunate for Puerto Rico. That's a ball that it's in the glove. It should be caught. It's not. 2-run score.
Dania Monroe up to bat with a courtesy runner, Abby Black, up at 2nd. Gets to be the courtesy runner for the catcher with 2 outs. Steak and potato girl, Dania Monroe, looking for her first hit. Well, Black's ready to run. It's hit hard to short, gets through. Another run will score for North Carolina. Dania Monroe with a big base hit to drive in the run. And it's 8-0 North Carolina.
Next up for North Carolina, that's our left fielder number 5, Ryland Langley.
Well, Monroe, kind of similar to Turner, hadn't really done anything in this game, was struggling a little bit at the bottom of the order, and so finally, third time around, able to make something happen. And you could feel the dugout for North Carolina, the last two batters, like really getting into it, right? When you're over and everyone else is having hits all the way around you, like let's get our whole team into this thing.
Langley way ahead on that. A home run hitter from the first inning got this game started on a positive for North Carolina. 2 outs. North Carolina's put up 3 runs here in the top of the 7th.
And for Puerto Rico, 3 errors in this inning. Just not helping themselves.
Langley with a big cut. Monroe going down to second, but she'll go in standing. Langley was going for home run number 2 with that swing. 0-2 count to Langley. Monroe in scoring position at second for North Carolina. And a pitcher way outside.
You'll see Puerto Rico do that when they are ahead in the count 0-2. And they'll kind of work their way back in.
Got her. Langley goes down swinging, and that will end the inning for North Carolina. Their final at bat. This game comes down to the next at bat for Puerto Rico, as they have 8 runs to make up. Addison Louder in the circle, trying to pitch a complete game shutout. As the game comes down to what happens in this next at bat for Puerto Rico, Louder has gone the distance, only given up 2 hits, 7 strikeouts. And coming into this inning has thrown 77 pitches. Puerto Rico has not yet completed getting through their lineup twice. Getting down to the bottom of the lineup now. And Yoa Vega Ortiz is the 11th batter in their 13-batter lineup. It's just the second time she's been up. Ortiz, a track athlete as well in Puerto Rico. Hoping to use that speed. She's taking a couple of balls here. A little smaller strike zone for Louder. She's only 5 feet tall. That is sliced foul down the right field line. 2-1. North Carolina has led since the first inning. Called strike 2.
The way that Addie has been dealing, she's only really needed 1 run, but her team has given her a ton of insurance and support.
Pop fly into short center. It'll get down. Kirby couldn't make the catch. So a base hit to start things here for Puerto Rico. They have to score 8 runs in this at bat.
Oh, that was so cute. Big hugs at first base.
It's her first hit.
That's what it's all about. Still something to fight for here in the 7th. Yes, your team down, but it's like the little wins, right?
Coach Bermudez at first base, the head coach of this team.
Oh, that was such a good moment, too. You couldn't see it off camera, but Murillo, the first baseman for North Carolina, she gave Ortiz a little high five.
Louder just upping the velocity here after that hit. Quick 2 strikes. Make it 3. Louder comes right back after giving up the hit. Strikes out Gonzalez.
Yeah, I didn't think she liked giving up that base hit very much. She's like, we'll go back to my strikeout, her 8th. 2 more outs to go.
Final batter in the continuous batting order for Puerto Rico. Pal Rodriguez Alvarado started the game pitching. Takes a strike on the first pitch. Puerto Rico has 13 batters. North Carolina uses 12. If you're on the roster, you're batting in the continuous batting order. Backhanded by Louder. Play is at first. 2 outs. Runner is at second now for Puerto Rico. And we go back to the top of their batting order. Louder's made some nice plays in the circle.
She really has. She's showing us why she's one of the best athletes here in Kirkland in this World Series. She's also been swinging a big bat, but this is not an easy play to leave the circle, and it's a little bit awkward on your body. Do I go 2? No, I need to make sure I get it out somewhere. Let's go all the way back to 1.
The leadoff batter is up now, Dana Arroyo, and the game comes down to this at bat for Puerto Rico as they have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 8-0. Vega Ortiz, the runner up at second, just trying to lure a throw down there. And Kylie Turner behind the plate. That'll get through for a base hit. Runner will stay at third. Nice piece of hitting there by Dana Arroyo. Just the 3rd hit of the day off Louder.
Nice level swing here from Arroyo. Head down, just meets the ball where it's at. Puerto Rico not going down quietly.
Ayala up to bat now to try to keep it going here in the last at bat for Puerto Rico. Turner is asking for the pitch, the catcher. The check swing fouled off. Ayala drew a walk in her first at bat. And side. Turner gets up to check the runner at third. Ayala fouls that off 1 and 2. She's got her own cheering section behind her, trying to get her pumped up to get this hit, get that run in for Puerto Rico. Name is Yire. That is hit to left field. Game over. Ryland Rydog Langley with the final out makes that catch in left, and North Carolina shuts out Latin America.
Madison Louder. What a performance from that young lady. She had a no-hitter going into the 5th inning, and you get a shutout at the World Series of a complete game. We have got to talk about it. 8 strikeouts. And she had this game in command from the 1st inning, was just pumping at the strike zone. She's been working that upspin, getting a lot of big swings and misses. I love the changeup that she established in the middle of the game. 2nd time through the lineup, she's like, here it is. Yeah, she was strutting her stuff, and her team offensively, of course, a huge day. Langley with a solo shot to start this game in the 1st inning, but Louder in the circle. She's going to be one to watch the rest of this week.
So in the big picture, North Carolina is now 3-0 in pool play. Latin America drops to 2-1. But perhaps we'll see these two teams play again later in the week. For Kinsey Fowler and our hardworking crew here, I'm Sam Gore. We'll have game number 2 coming your way in about an hour from now.